time. For sales, press 3. Service, press 4. Parts. For Chevrolet and General Motors service, press 1. For Dodge.
Please hold a moment.
We're calling a Chevrolet dealer. Want to see if this truck's under warranty. What year is this thing? 17? 2017 Chevrolet.
Service, how may I help you?
Hey, this is Eric up at South Main Auto.
Yeah.
Could I get you to check a warranty on a vehicle for me before I fix it?
Yeah. Okay, last 8 digits.
Last 8 is a hotel.
Miles roughly.
14114.
Okay, 2017 Colorado.
Yeah, that's right.
What's going on with it? What repair does it need?
The passenger rear ABS connector.
Okay.
Like here's some good old air hammer going on.
Oh, yeah. State Central, man.
So,
All right. Well, man, this thing just ran out of warranty. It ran out January 9th. So,
oh wow, not even 2 weeks, huh?
3 years was up, yeah.
All right, so this wouldn't be covered then, even with the
No,
low
I mean-
miles. Okay, appreciate that.
All right, no problem.
Thanks.
All right, see ya.
Well, that's that, folks. When your Chevrolet warranty runs up, go pound some sand. Even at 14,000 miles. So here we are, 2017 Chevrolet Colorado. It has this code in it, the C005006, right rear wheel speed sensor. The fella brought it here because he had actually taken it to that dealership 3 days after the warranty expired, is what I'm told. And I just wanted to verify that the warranty, make sure the story collaborated before I said that dealerships suck, because dealerships do suck. 3 days out of warranty, 14,000 miles on it, and they told him to pound sand. So we're gonna fix it, but I just think that's really crappy. I don't know, what do these things cost? What is this, a $30,000 truck?
A little more. It's loaded up with leather.
Yeah, this thing's got leather,
D71.
fancy pants, D71,
3.6.
3.6. And, 4 doors, it's a nice truck, 14,000 miles on it, 3 days out of warranty. Take a hike, fella. So keep that in mind when you're out there buying your Chevrolets. Anyhow, we're gonna get it up in the air. He did bring it here with that story. I already looked at it, and I'd ordered this connector. Just visual inspection, there was no testing needed. I went back to the passenger side wheel speed sensor and was actually going to do some testing on it, and looked up there and seen that the wire was, corroded off from whatever reason. It didn't appear to have any kind of impact or damage otherwise. So we ordered this connector from Chevrolet. And if you're going to order one of these, you're going to want to go refinance your home, because this is a smidge over $100 from Chevrolet. So, yeah, good luck. So here's our fending connector. Now, granted, this is salt covered, but then again, folks, this is a South Main Auto channel where everything is salt covered, because it's New York, baby. So we're gonna pull this down. I'm gonna get the little Christmas tree thing here out of the frame, hopefully without breaking it. And we did. We're out. Let's get this out where we can enhance. Do, 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 do. The funny part about this is we got this $100 connector. I believe the wheel speed sensor is only like 22 bucks. But here's where she's broke. It's not, it's not like it's down in the connector. That's nice and clean. Everything looks good there. Nothing's broke there. This is just here where it's broke. No evidence on the existing good wire. Like somebody was up here poking and prodding. Of course, this is a new vehicle. Unless this used to be a rent-a-car and Keith rented it one time. But this is not like this is some kind of new technology here. This is just a standard active wheel speed sensor. So it's fed power to it and uses the EBCM, so your brake control module, looks at small variations in amperage change as the wheel spins. So we're going to open this up. I suppose we could slide our zip tie up here a little bit. Let's see if we can open up our zip tie just a smidge. Oh, I'm going to get caught. Open up. There we go. Let's hit the release tab on that a little, just so we can make our repair a little bit further up in the harness. Whee! There we go. Where does this tape end? It has to end somewhere around here. And oddly enough, I've seen enough new Chevrolets coming in now with these very random wiring problems, particularly like 17 and newer, that are just super bizarre. Wires broke, in middle of harnesses with no rhyme or reason, like completely encased harnesses. You'll find something like this. I think we've done actually a couple of videos on some newer Chevys where that's been the case, and it's just extremely random. Doesn't really make no rhyme or reason as to why it's happened. Except that one we did. I think that was like a 17 or 18, that black Chevy. That one obviously had been touched. Somebody was meddling things out, not be meddling in. But in this case, who knows? This is not like it's in a spot that gets flexed. This harness is stationary. It's not like the wheel speed sensor wiring itself that, flexes when you're off-roading with this thing. But the part that bothers me the most about this, I looked up the MSRP on this truck. It's 32 grand in 2017. This truck, the King Cab, sold for 32,000 American dollars. And 3 days out of warranty, they give them one of these. Now I know the rules are the rules, folks, and they're just doing what they do, going by the book, I imagine, I guess you could call it. But it just seems to be kind of a long-term loss. But unfortunately, when you get into some of these mega dealerships, particularly like in our area that have seemingly monopolized the area, it's the only show in town, you can tell the guy to pound sand, and well, frankly, if you want another Chevy, he's probably going to come back to you. But that's what it is, I suppose. Let's see, figure out what you're doing here, fella. Quit trying to talk. Quit trying to talk. I can't even talk right now. Let's see, we're gonna cut that right at the end of my nugget. The wire gauge here is different size, and these come with butt connectors that you can butt connector back together. I have to trim a little more off there because it's a little too long. I'll strip her down. We're gonna opt for a little different system. We're gonna solder that little guy on there. We're waiting for the old solder iron to warm up here. I took and put the wires together and just have a little holder holding them and put the heat shrink on there. So make sure we don't have any strangers sticking off there. That looks pretty good. I'm just gonna use our little Weller gas torch here. See if that thing's warm yet. Ooh, she's starting to smoke. Let me get her tinned up. Let's see if we can get in here. all fancy. So there, that's all soldered up. Let that cool. Got a little clamp off there. I think this will be a little less bulky than, your crimp and seal connectors, because we're going to put it back in that harness. So that looks good. We have good penetration all the way around. We'll do that, and then we'll do the same on this one. We left it a little bit longer than the OE, and then we're going to stagger them just slightly so they don't end right smack on top of each other. And we do have that going the correct manner. We want to cut that one just a smidge higher than we need it. Let's see. Good. We'll take gas, the blonde one off there. Okay. Looks good from where I'm standing. Strip it. Cover it up. Get that side. Make sure they're going to overlap correctly. Ooh, nice. Let me strip this one back. Yes. That's going to be like a brown one. They're a little thicker. More stocky.
Where's the red ones?
Red ones are, those are real thick. Okay. Stick that in there. Oh! That's what happens when you get bigger threaded nuggets for fingers. Get in my belly. There we go. Now we're talking. I'm going to keep them pinched together while I get my apparatus. I like to call it just a piece of household wire. A couple of gator clips and or roach clips, depending on what area you grew up in. Make sure you don't have any little fingers hanging off there. Looks good. Pretty good. Oh yeah. Enhance. Enhance. A little too much. Okay. The old weller's still cooking down here. We'll get her tinned up again. That just means wipe some solder on the end of it. Let's see, which way's the flame blow out of this thing? You always gotta be mindful of that. This is the part where you wonder if you put your heat shrink on or not. Fortunately, we did. Shut that thing off. Get that off. Let it cool down. We'll shrink our shrinky shrink. And we should be good. It should be fixed. Unenhanced. Unenhanced. So this potentially could cost the dealership a future customer. You would think. This would be a relatively simple. We get our blowtorch, the mini one there. If you think about it, the dealership could have said, you know what, it's 3 days out of warranty. Let's have a quick gander at it, and see what we find. And something like this, boom, they bring it in, they take care of it, they make the guy feel special. Say, hey, it's out of warranty. Had our guy look at it. You know what, you just need a wire connector. We're going to take care of it. Don't worry about it. And they could have just hedged their bets, because I would have looked at it. Okay, 2017, so we're looking at a 3-year-old vehicle with 14K on it. Clearly the guy doesn't drive it much. We're going to do this one little easy repair for him, out of warranty, make him feel good. He's going to tell all his buddies that they took care of him. Chances are, even though it's a 3.6 and it's a Chevrolet, chances are it's not going to break in, let's say, in the next 30 days, assuming he doesn't drive it much. And away he goes, he's happy, and guess what? When he wants another vehicle, boom, he comes back to that dealership. Why? Because they took care of him. Handled the problem. And they should know this guy, because a lot of people around here know him. And they should know that he has lots of vehicles, lots of fancy vehicles, and he likes to drive nice stuff. And I think they really played the card wrong there, if you ask me. So that's just my 2 cents on it, folks. What do you think down there in the comment box? Has the dealer been good or bad to you in the past? I know in multiple instances, you know, I've got a friend that works at a Chrysler dealer where they've, you know, taken care of people out of their warranty, like more out of their warranty than this thing was. And he's told me that, you know, Chrysler covered it. And you see, you know, in some cases like, you know, Toyota and, you know, Ford, other manufacturers that have just kind of a, you know, they'll do like their extended warranties, like on known problems. Things like that, like Toyota with their whole frame rusting out deal. And what I can think of recently is what I've done, the Ford Escape with the steering angle sensors. And I mean, there's tons of examples you can give where, you know, they've honored or just done, I guess, I don't know what they call it, customer satisfaction. They just kind of, you know, just take care of the guy just because. Like I say, if his story lines up, he was there when it was only 3 days out. That's a tough pill to swallow. But again, that is, you know, I think legally is, I mean, that's it. They don't have to do anything. So maybe they've cinched down on him or something, or maybe the technician, because it's a screwed up flat rate system, maybe he wouldn't get paid at all. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. Because I don't do flat rate, because flat rate's stupid. And everybody loses. Well, not the dealership, they win. Somebody's got to win. I'm going to pull that down. I would hate to be a mechanic on flat rate. You know, when the shop slows down and you're getting paid, you know, you're there, but you're only getting paid 8 hours for the week. I would definitely rather be salary or hourly, preferably, if I had to be in the game, which I ain't. I'm gonna put so they have this reflective heat tape on here, I assume because it runs close to the exhaust. I guess. I'm just gonna put a little wrap around that just to keep it from unraveling. There we go, let's get her put back. This is the little cap that goes over it. Like so, then it just kind of sits over it to cover it from getting crud in it. So we'll get it plugged in, make sure our code's gone, flush this toilet. There you have it, folks. This 2017 Chevrolet is back in service. Like I said, this little cover just sits over it. Here's the exhaust system, so it is pretty close. Not super close. Anyhow, she's fixed. So she's down on the ground now, folks, and the best part is no fault codes detected. The light self-cleared, we started it up. Of course, it does a circuit check every time. ABS light went out. Rescan the codes, and bada bing, bada boom. You can grab that Suburban. And there we have it, folks. That's it. Fixing your 2017 Chevrolet. You guys are way down here. I'm way up here, one or the other. Let me know down in the description box experiences, good or bad, that you've had at the dealerships. Honestly, like I've mentioned, I expressed my feelings in this video. If that was me and it was SMA Chevrolet, that's got a good ring to it. And I saw that Joe customer come in and say, hey, you know, it's 3 days out. I'd say, you know what, pal, let's bring that in. Why? Because he's going to tell everybody about how great the service he had. And they also tell everybody about how crappy the service they had. Either case, it was definitely out of warranty by 3 days. And by today's date, I don't know, less than 2 weeks. So, whatever. I'm just here to fix cars. And you're just here to go down to that comment box, leave your comment, question, criticism, concern. While you're down there, subscribe, but remember to ring that bell. And just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.